We go look what happened with Lindsey Vonn. What we had heard about her skiing, she was as fast even as some of the men that she was training against on the ice. This conditions, though, not ice.
Right, she's running a little bit further back in the pack, and you can see that she just sort of was all over the place on this first run. She fought like crazy to get down the hill, but it was not smooth. She wasn't generating speed from turn to turn like we saw Holtzel doing. Here she gets into her groove, but boy, it's a little bit late here, and you can see it in the time well behind the Germans. Not to say that she is not going to do a whole nother deal this year in giant slalom, because she's focusing on it, but today, not there so far in the first run.
Lindsey Vonn, though, after that first run, has to be so disappointed based on the pace we heard she had in training.
Well, she's, look at that gorgeous technique. I haven't seen it for a year, and then you watch it again, and the way she just puts her hip into the hill, beautiful skiing, but went a bit direct on the first run and was bouncing around here, getting bounced a little bit again, although this looks like slightly better skiing, but we're not seeing that settled in power that really Lindsey hasn't shown us in this event, in this discipline yet. Spent a lot of time on it this year, so probably not happy with this kind of skiing, but you just don't know how you're going to come out of the gate first thing.
No, and which is odd to say about a Lindsey Vonn who's completely confident in the downhill and Super G disciplines. It's just a breeze for her, but you can see the lack of confidence in her skiing in the giant slalom, at least here on race day, trailing Durr by a half-second across the flats into the finish. Finds a little bit of time, but Lindsey Vonn unable to hold off a 19-year-old German, and she will go back to the drawing board, at least with how she approached race day in giant slalom.